energy, a big story across Europe. Mark and I have been talking about it all morning. We understand a number of countries are pushing for a joint gas procurement. What are the details there?
Yes, Danny, good morning. And look, with this energy story that we're seeing across Europe, pretty much on a daily basis, energy prices, both electricity and gas, jumping to a record high. So this featured very highly on the agenda. It has big economic repercussions when you look at the inflation picture too, but also, Danny, the social impact that this could have, especially as we go into the winter. Now, in this dinner, it did feature quite highly. A number of countries spoke that perhaps the European Union should negotiate some of these big contracts, especially when it comes to gas as a single unit. That would increase their negotiating power when it comes to the contracts. And also other countries, and particularly the French, saying that as we make that transition into greener energy, perhaps it's time to revisit the energy mix in Europe. A lot of countries, of course, have moved away from nuclear. That is now proven problematic because they're becoming increasingly dependent on Russia, increasingly dependent on Russian gas. And we're seeing that supply going into the winter very, very tight. Of course, that could translate from the wholesale market into the households. And that's where the real fear is for European leaders, the fact that we could see that social pushback if those bills do continue to increase.
Good morning, Maria. As Danny mentioned, China has also been a big discussion point beyond energy prices. Just how big a threat does Europe perceive Beijing to be?
Look, Mark, one of the things that to me was very interesting yesterday about this dinner is that it was informal, yes, but also there were no phones, no advisors in that room. And that is usually done when you have a sensitive topic and you don't want any leaks. So it does show that China is still a very sensitive issue for the European Union. Now, a number of things here. They do recognize that this is a country that can work as a partner on a number of issues, especially in climate, but continues to be a strategic rival to the European Union. And one thing, Mark, I'm sure you remember, in December, there was this EU-China investment deal that was approved. That deal is very much on hold, and many would now tell you, in fact, the deal is dead. It's probably not going to see the day of light, and it's not going to be ratified anytime soon. So you can see that also on the trade front, the European Union is very much on a similar line to that of the United States, where that trade relationship continues to be rocky, but also very thorny.